The best way to make the most customers happy is to make sure that the people who come to work in your organization are having a great experience coming to work.
Danny Meyer is one of the most successful restaurant entrepreneurs on the planet. He started Shake Shack, which currently has an approximately $3 billion market cap, and founded 4 different Michelin Star restaurants. Across his vast empire of dining experiences, Meyer has had to hire and train thousands of people, and he uses a very simple 2x2 matrix to communicate to his staff who gets to keep their job, who is relieved of duty, and who gets promoted. This 2x2 matrix has transformed my business, and today I want to teach it to you so that you can use it to transform yours. And the beautiful thing is that it's so simple and so direct. You can use this with hourly staff, you can use this with experienced salaried employees to build a healthier, more focused, more accountable culture. And it starts with whether you can or you can't. People that can have the capability, have the capacity, have the intellectual or physical horsepower to get a job done. Your interview process has one primary job, and it is to filter out the people that can't and pass through the people that can. This can mean competency tests, portfolio reviews, and behavioral interviews. Once someone's made it into your organization, past your different assessments, you then find out if they will or they won't. And there's 2 types of people that won't. There's people that won't do their job, do their responsibilities because they can't. Your assessment, your interview process was ineffective at actually ascertaining if they had the skills necessary to do the job that they've been hired for. But the other type of person that won't is someone that can, but just won't do it for some sort of personal motivation, inspiration reason. They could be distracted by things that are happening outside of their job. They could not mesh with the company culture. They could not engage with the company mission. And you should hopefully be able to catch some of these people in your interview process.
Steve, he was our best programmer in the division.
He's the best programmer that doesn't care about our vision.
But the reality is that the nature of human interaction is that you are never going to be perfect at figuring out who will and won't from just the interview process. But once they get in the door, once they start getting a paycheck, once it's clear that that responsibility is theirs, you will know very quickly, will they or won't they? Now, when it comes to letting someone go, Danny has a very simple criteria. If you can't and won't do the job that you were hired for, you have to leave. We have to find a pathway out of the organization because you are both not a skill and a culture fit. But if you can do the job and won't, we need to spend a little bit of time figuring out if it's a motivation issue, if there's something that can be cleaned up in your personal life so that you can actually do the job that we know you're capable of. But these folks that won't, even when they can, eventually also have to leave the company if they don't move into the will side of the equation. But this 2x2 matrix is not just about hiring and firing. It's also about retaining and promoting. Sometimes in your organization, you'll have someone who's really enthusiastic, really high energy, but young, inexperienced, or raw. They might fall into the category of will, but can't. And these are the people that Danny Meyer says you have to be patient with. Someone with the will to do the job, the willingness to learn, to make mistakes, but continue to try and try, gets a lot of patience in his world. They get the chance to make some mistakes, figure things out, and if they show consistent progress, will get the chance to stick around for a while. Very often, these characters eventually progress from can't to can. The vast majority of skills are learnable for the vast majority of people. Some of the most loyal, rock-solid employees will start in the can't but will category and eventually work their way to can and will. In every one-on-one employee conversation, all-hands team meeting, or other group training, Danny makes it explicit they are looking for people that can and will. It's not enough to check one box out of 2. You need to check both of these boxes to be a great member of his team. And if you are, there will be raises, there will be promotions, there will be the opportunity to move from line cook at a burger joint like Shake Shack to sous chef at a Michelin Star restaurant. That trajectory has happened within his hospitality group, and it is propelled by his use of this 2x2 matrix. I hope that this video was helpful and that you're starting to assess some of the people in your organization that can and will, and start to put a plan together for the folks that can't or won't. Thanks for watching. For more business strategy videos, subscribe to this channel and check out the video that we made on a collection of billionaires that came from nothing, overcame tremendous odds to achieve fantastic heights.